The mafia boss was swimming in his private pool when he accidentally spotted a Rolex worth $1 million at the bottom. He took a deep breath and sped down toward the pool floor. But just as he was about to touch the watch, a hand suddenly appeared behind him. A few seconds later, the boss floated to the surface. That scene happened to be noticed by a nearby bodyguard. Just as he was about to check what was going on, he saw the boss swimming again. Thinking everything was fine, he went back on patrol. Little did he know the swimmer was actually a hitman in disguise. The killer quickly moved to the storage room and changed into a worker's uniform. At the same time, the bodyguards finally realized something was wrong. They immediately locked down the entire hotel, but the assassin had already escaped through the staff passage. After checking his watch, the killer calculated that a speedboat would pass by in 1 minute. When the boat appeared in sight, the hitman didn't hesitate and jumped off the bridge, landing perfectly behind the small boat. But for Jason, this kind of flawless assassination was nothing more than routine work. Before every mission, he would repeatedly tweak and perfect his plan. He aimed in every mission to achieve a silent and efficient kill, until one day when Jason returned from vacation ready for a new job. But when he opened his computer, he discovered the next target was his own mentor. At first, Jason thought there must be a mistake, so he called to meet the superior who assigned it. The boss claimed Harry had sold information for profit to a rival organization, causing 6 of their assassins to die, leaving only 1 alive. After checking Harry's bank records, they found a $20 million transfer a month ago, and only the boss and Harry knew the mission details. Considering he also had an idle son, it was almost certain Harry had betrayed the company. Although Harry was a veteran in the assassin world, by the rules Harry had to be eliminated, and as Harry's apprentice, he was allowed to give him a dignified death. The boss warned that if Jason didn't act within 2 days, someone else would take over. Although Jason couldn't believe his mentor would betray the group, the reports on the computer didn't lie. Realizing the consequences if he refused the order, Jason still chose to end his mentor himself. He first called his mentor to warn him that someone was coming to kill him. Trusting Jason completely, Harry went straight to the location Jason mentioned. But when Jason stepped out from behind the wall, Harry understood everything instantly. He neither explained nor resisted. Instead, he pulled out his gun and fired a few shots at the car to make the scene look like a robbery. It was the last gift he could leave to his student. Although Jason once again completed the mission perfectly, this time his heart remained heavy and restless. At the funeral, he met his mentor's son Steven. Although the young man wasted his father's money every day, he clearly knew his father's death was no accident. After several days of thought, he found Jason and asked to learn killing skills in his father's name. Out of guilt for his late mentor, Jason finally agreed to Steven's request and began training him to be an assassin. He first told Steven to buy a pet dog, then had him appear in the same cafe for a week. In the afternoons, he took him to the shooting range, because this time the target was gay. He loved dogs and young men, and Steven fit both preferences, so he quickly became close to the target. When Jason realized the timing was right, he prepared a colorless poison and planned for Steven to inject it quietly. But the arrogant Steven refused to use underhanded tricks. He planned to take down his target head-on for his first job, yet he ignored their size difference. His attacks felt like tickles to the man. Fortunately, in the critical moment, he grabbed a screwdriver, and with his own severe injuries, he completed the mission. After finishing several missions with Steven, Jason believed he was ready to be his partner, so he applied for a high-level mission. Through the air conditioning duct, Jason and Steven slipped into the target's hotel. They observed the room through a special magnifier. When they saw the bodyguard finally step out, they quickly appeared in the hall and eliminated the target cleanly. When the guard returned and saw the boss's body, he immediately called the entire security team. But just as the two were about to leave, the careless Steven accidentally bumped into a loose screw.